I like to add a little more flavor to it. You're going to get more out of the athlete that way. Maybe 15, 20 meters of chicken wing.
Buckets to like towers to power racks, you name it. Weight belt kicking. He's got all different types of like crazy stuff.
I see things around here and I put it together, zip ties and kickboards and a lot of things, and it's just a lot of trial and error.
Crazy contraptions are just the tip of the iceberg when diving into the Arizona State swim team's training process.
I think it's a little more fulfilling to, try to help these athletes develop as students of the sport. And the best way I can think of doing that is coming up with a bunch of toys and a bunch of ways to get them to think about how to move through the water.
Associate head coach Ryan Mallam was Bob Bowman's first hire after he took over the program in 2015. Mallam's methods of training focus on sprint freestyle. Taking a more analytical approach, Olympic gold medalist Misty Hyman joined the coaching staff shortly after Mallam. She approaches training by looking at the end goal, a perfect race.
We're just looking at three basic parts of the swimming race. We break it down into how long you spend underwater, how many strokes you take, and how fast you do those strokes. Basically, it's an algebra equation. You have this goal time, you have these three variables. How are we going to put these three variables? They all are interconnected.
Perfecting the balance between counting strokes, underwater kicks, and breathing creates a complex race. It involves something called kinesthetic awareness, or more simply,
body awareness. They can make that connection between the brain and certain muscle groups. And the lower the kinesthetic awareness with the athlete, the more difficult it is for them to make changes to get them to move faster.
I like having a variety of different stuff. I came from a club team that liked to do the, same stuff over and over every other day. It worked, but this is also something different for me, and I liked it a lot.
We basically break down resistance into different types of resistance. One is, I call it vertical resistance, where it's actually the resistance is pressing down on the athlete, like weight belts. And there's horizontal resistance, where it's the power towers and the power racks and cords.
Still, improvement is not entirely on the shoulders of the swimmers. Coaches learn too.
Every time I ever see him, he's always studying swimming. When no matter, it could be 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm walking past his office. His computer's up, it's about swimming.
So far, it's paying dividends for ASU. At its regular season finale against Arizona, the team set 14 season best. And under the full 2-year tenure of this current coaching staff, ASU has set 10 school records. In Tempe, Blake Bernard, Cronkite News.